Vince Cable's very, very able command of the agenda with regard to the credit crunch. I wonder how, as a party, what steps do you feel we can take to seize the moral and practical high ground in leading a new breed of expenses regime, which is fast becoming the #1 topic on the doorstep?
Okay, thank you. Nick first.
For MPs, you mean?
I think yes. Anybody in public life, I think MPs.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, first there's some very simple principles at stake. Politicians are there to serve the public. They're not there to make money. Taxpayers are the boss. People are the boss. Voters are the boss, not the politicians. So every single penny of taxpayer money spent by any politician lucky enough to be elected to any office needs to be accounted for. And for that reason, I have last week published, I think I'm the only party leader in Westminster to do this, to publish specific ideas, simple ideas, which I think most people out there think are just plain common sense. That MPs should never again be allowed to vote on their pay. Who else would like everything that I claim in my job as a public servant, as a politician, should be published. And I took that decision myself anyway last year. I've been voluntarily publishing my expense claims since last summer. I did it pretty well from the day after that lamentable moment when a very modest package of reforms were rejected by Labour and Conservative MPs. And you should be, are you Liberal Democrat? Yes, I think you are. You should be proud, because I'm not assuming partisan affiliation of everybody in this crowd, but you should be...
I'm proud to be there.
Well, you should be doubly proud of the fact that all the Liberal Democrat MPs who voted in that vote last July voted for reform. My view now is that we need to move this forward very quickly. We cannot afford, for people who care, it's not a partisan issue, because this doesn't help one party or another, because people basically think that all politicians somehow are trying to milk the whole system. So we have to sort it out together and sort it out fast. And that's why I've written to David Cameron, written to Gordon Brown, spoken to them and said, look, here are my set of proposals. I've outlined some of them. I've also, for instance, said I don't think MPs should be able to use any taxpayers' money to buy and sell property on the housing market. Taxpayers' money should not be used. My view is that if I can get Brown and Cameron to agree to, maybe they've got better proposals, let's hear them. But if we can agree on something fast, hopefully we can start drawing a line. Under what? When you combine it with the spectacle of Gordon Brown, one of his closest advisors, indulging in the most appalling, vindictive, spiteful kind of politics at the heart of number 10. When you look at the terrible spectacle of a politicised civil service sending the police after MPs on a false pretext, this has been a very dark chapter in Westminster politics, and we need to act fast to sort it out and restore public credibility to our politics.
Yeah.